I'm Katie, I'm 36 and I have lipedema. I was diagnosed with lipedema in October 2016. When I was around 12, 13 at high school, I noticed really when it was participating in PE that my legs were bigger than all the other girls. And at that age that was something I was quite paranoid about, so I tended to always keep my legs covered up. As the years went on, my legs seemed to be getting bigger. I was always quite active. I worked as a retail manager, so I was always on my feet. And I noticed that my legs would swell up at night time especially, but again I just put that down to being on my feet all day and walking and things like that. When I was 26, I was finally diagnosed with endometriosis. Previous to that I was put on lots of different contraceptive pills and things to help with the bleeding and the pain, and I had my first operation which diagnosed it. From that operation for around 6-9 months I was put on different hormone injections, in which time I noticed that my legs were actually getting bigger. But at the time I just kind of thought, it's hormones, there's going to be a bit of weight gain, etc. And that's kind of all I thought it really was. As time went on, my legs were getting bigger, I was putting on more weight, and I was very, very low. I did everything I could to try and lose the weight, but unfortunately nothing was working. Then I fell pregnant in July 2015 with my first baby, and I suffered from severe hyperemesis. So I was put on steroids for 8 months of my pregnancy, in which I'd lost 16 pounds with only in 10 days. But then with the steroids I actually started to gain more weight. After my pregnancy, when my son was born in March 2016, my legs had significantly increased in size. There was a hole in my leg that was seeping, and around my ankles felt like I had fishing wire wrapped around them, and they looked like they had fishing wire wrapped down, and the pains in my knees, and I just knew there was something not right. So I went to my GP and I was told that it was common for women to have swelling after pregnancy. I was then told to go back 6 weeks later, which I did, and I was told the same thing. None of my legs were really big. I was given water tablets to try and help, but they never worked. So after about 3 months of going to the GP and trying to explain to them that something wasn't right, they just kept saying, well, it can happen, sort of thing. And I knew there wasn't something right, so I started to do my own research. As one of the doctors had actually said to me if I had any idea what it could be, and I said, well, no. So I went home and I started to look up things up, which I don't really think's I'm not really a fan of the old Dr. Google, but I thought I need to do something. And when I looked up my symptoms, it came up about lipedema. So I emailed Lipoedema UK with photos of my legs and an explanation of what had been happening. And they kindly got back to me and said that I should speak to my GP and try and get put forward to see the Lipoedema clinic. So I did that, and unfortunately the GP at the time again didn't really think that is what I had. However, she did the referral. As I was waiting for an appointment, which I was told was going to be several months, I contacted Lipoedema UK again to ask if they knew of anybody that I could go and speak to or see regarding it. And they put me in touch with Mr Karri. So I met up with Mr Karri, and in the October 2016, that's when he diagnosed me with stage 2-3 type 4 lipedema. I was relieved that there was an answer to what was wrong with me, and it proved that I was right all along to say, look, I know my body and I know something isn't right. It's been difficult because the pain factor, the heaviness of my legs, the knee pain. I've missed out on quite a lot during my son's first 2 years. Things like bathing him's difficult, playing with him can be difficult, being on the floor can be difficult. And I had my first lipedema operation with Mr Karri in May, and I'm very grateful to Mr Karri for helping me. Thank you.